Why do we write songs?
So I think it's a way of explaining our faith and our Creator, and kind of the journeys and trials in being a Christian in a world that isn't a Christian world. And I think it's, or for me, whenever I've listened to music by contemporary Christian artists, it's always been a way of kind of having someone to relate with. And through music, that's really powerful, because not only have you got the lyrics and the words, you've got kind of the emotions of the music, and it takes you into a different world. And I also think it's such a great way to kind of explore things and show the gospel and what we believe, because people are more likely to listen to a song that you've created than maybe engage in that sort of conversation with you. So I think that's why I write them. But yeah, you also write.
Well, I also write. On this project here,
yes.
And we'll talk about the name in a moment. But on this project here, we collaborated because I took a musical contribution that I could come out of my creative being. God is a creator. God created us in His image, and I like to think that not beyond my own ability to my own ego, but nevertheless I've got something to offer creatively, because by essence I'm a human who's creative, and therefore to bring a creative gift that I found myself musical my whole life, to bring that alongside somebody else's creativity, the sum is greater than the parts that came together, and somehow a bigger creative spark happened. So I was delighted when you wanted to kind of share some of these songs with me and say, hey, can I put something on them that will take them to a more rounded arrangement, something that we can share with the world. And equally, I think communicating is important. I think you don't have to write songs that are incredibly obvious to understand, that use simple language. Well, it's often, if we talk in the language of metaphors, if you talk in the language of poetic alliteration, the way that words in a particular language make a sound that can have beauty in itself. But you do want a song to mean something. You do want a song to actually have something that touches another human being and either stirs an emotion, which is a positive thing, allows them to earth a negative emotion into a song or a musical experience that allows them to feel less pain or less anxiety about something. Less anxiousness, poor word. I must do better on the lyric front with that one. Music can stir the soul, calm the soul. The words can bring comfort. I think it's difficult, as you say, to do that sometimes with just speech.
Yes.
Sometimes there's an element of music that goes beyond and transcends the communication of words. It stirs emotion. It brings the whole human condition into play when you listen to something. And therefore, the other way around, when you create something, you create something that can be an expression that's deep within, that you don't know any other way of expressing, but the way you play the instrument, the way you bring in one note from another, the way you put a tone and a nuance onto a syllable in a lyric. It says something. You couldn't actually craft it explicitly, but subconsciously and at the root of your being, there's something you can bring to a song. I think that's why we do what we do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting very esoteric and philosophical.